Capricorn, hello, welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is Kelly from Deep Soul Tarot. Thank you so much for being here and joining me. This is going to be a monthly reading for Capricorns, Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anybody who's cross-watching for a Capricorn. I forgot to say that in all the other videos except for this one, so maybe there are cross-watchers out there. Again, it is a general read, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And I think I just said Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If I mention any terms like he or she in the video, those are just masculine, feminine energies and have no way referred to gender. This is a gender-free channel, and everyone is welcome here, and there are no real specifics. The message is the message, whomever it resonates for, whomever it's meant for. Okay, so I did a little bit of channeling, not challenging. That was challenging, all right. Channeling before I started. Let me just, before I start. That chirping you hear in the background, I don't know if I've said it in a Capricorn video before because I don't remember. It's something's going on over there. I'm not sure. On my screen, that's the smoke detector that doesn't work. So I apologize for the chirping in the background. And then that humming noise in the back is my air. I've just been here a week and they haven't fixed this. This is broken. Put a new battery in. Didn't work. It's been chirping, so I have to sleep with my ears plugged with photo paper and what have you, so I don't hear it. Yeah, okay. Anyways, moving forward, Capricorn. So anyways, I was channeling your energy. And I'm going to say exactly what was, I'm going to tell you exactly what was said to me. I even said what? First word was pizza. Now, maybe while you're watching this, you're eating pizza or you're going to order some pizza. I don't know. Then I heard, ship, like a boat, ship, and then I heard water and the ocean. So maybe you are on a yacht, you're sailing, maybe you're going on a cruise. I don't know. You all tell me if any of that resonates, because I don't know if Spirit's playing me today or what. The last one was chicken, and I was like, what about chicken? I don't know. It depends. Sometimes it's food, sometimes it's animals, it could be colors. All right, one more time, Capricorn. We're just going to get right into this. So this is going to be some general energies for you. I do encourage you to watch the whole video because there may very well be a message for you towards the end. I start off with some general energies, and then I'll do love, personal growth, career and health, career, finance, health, and then some advice. So if you cut off the video too soon, you may miss that. All right, so if you can't watch it all at one time, I suggest saving it and watching the rest of it later, which is a lot of times what I do with the videos I watch. I may not always have time to watch the whole video, and then I go back and see the second half, and man, there's definitely a message in there for me. It wasn't in the beginning, but there sure was at the end. Not in all of them, but in a good handful. All right, Capricorn. Hey, jeez. All right. I saw a peek of this as we were, as I was moving the cards. I like this for you, Capricorn. It's the Four of Wands. Some sort of celebration. I want to say right off the bat, some of you may have just gotten married and or engaged, or you have, you're at some party that's very celebratory. It could be someone else's wedding, but whatever it is, it's a happy time in your life. It's definitely a happy time in your life. And this is, everything is divinely orchestrated. It's like everything's in alignment right now. That's what I'm hearing with this. Now, that may not resonate for all of you. Hopefully it does, or at least hopefully it resonates for at least a good number of you. All right, so this is your current self right now, Capricorn. I almost said Scorpio, if you're dealing with Scorpio. Well, now the last video, which was Sagittarius, got Page of Swords in the very same position. Let's see what your energy is with the Page of Cups. I also did a collective read that I threw in between. I was getting ready to do the rest of the zodiac signs, and I got a message from the universe and spirit saying, I need you to do a collective reading, so I did. So you might want to check that out too for some extra energies. I didn't necessarily get this in Sagittarians, but I am feeling specifically you've either met somebody or you're looking for love, and this person is younger than you. Could very well be younger than you, or has a very young mind or a youthfulness about them that you you kind of like. I don't know. I don't know if that's what that is, but theme for the month is the Empress. I just heard feeling some motherly energy towards this person. Whoever this is, you care about this person a lot. Now, it could be a son, a child. Page of Cups does not have to be a male. It's a male energy, but it could be a female too, so it could be a daughter. Let me see here. Oh, I'm sticking to the cards, dude. I'm specifically hearing that you're taking a time out, Capricorn, to spend some time with the people you love. And it ties into that Four of Wands, possibly the Page of Cups. Maybe it's a baby shower. I'm hearing maybe a baby shower. The Empress is all about fertility. Or, Capricorn, maybe you've been trying to get pregnant for some of you. And you have. If you are trying and haven't gotten pregnant yet, you might be getting pregnant. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't want to get pregnant, you might want to, if you're going to engage with anybody, you may want to take precautions, because it doesn't necessarily mean it's like a birth of something new, but it can very well mean the Empress is very motherly love, a very nurturing, motherly, very in tune with the feminine side. This is the divine feminine energy here. Okay, so now we're going to do your key goal for the month. Well, healing, maybe a little bit of patience, balancing the rest of your life out. I'm hearing that there are things in your life that are balanced. Maybe the overall energy is the Four of Wands. Maybe you haven't balanced all of it out, and so you're working on that. I'm hearing that you're getting in touch with not only your more feminine side, again, whether you're male or female, but really in touch with your emotions. All right, well, let's move on. Let's see what else we have here. Potential challenge or obstacle. Resisting making some sort of decision. Resisting seeing something. And I know Capricorns, being an earth sign, are usually make decisions or try to do things more practical, so to speak, more of a grounded energy, but this is suggesting your obstacle may be just trusting your internal voice, your gut, your intuition, which maybe you don't usually base your decisions on doing that. You don't necessarily follow your intuition, but your challenge in this picture, the next 30 days, whenever you may be watching this, for those that are watching it now, in the end of May or in June, it's for June and moving forward. But for anybody else who's watching it past that, it's for whatever you're watching this 30 days from now and moving forward. I'm hearing that you may need to get in touch with your emotions and your intuition and your more internal voice. That's what I'm hearing. That's going to be your challenge for the next 30 days. So any actions you can take. Well, this is beautiful. So you're going through a portal, going through a period where a cycle is ended and you're going through another portal to a new beginning. So this is kind of like, I'm almost hearing like maybe tying up loose ends, or I hear, because with this Four of Wands, there's a lot of positive energy here, Capricorn, and I'm hearing that you have been already working on some of these aspects of your life. And maybe you've already gotten in touch with some of your more feminine emotional side, again, regardless of your gender. And you just need to tie up, there's certain things in your life that maybe you haven't paid as much attention to as other things, that maybe now that you've done things in the other parts of your life, whatever that may be, you can focus on that. And again, follow your intuition, whatever your inner voice is telling you about that, because then the action you're going to take is moving forward into that new chapter of your life. That cycle has ended and a new one is started. So this is like almost reaching that high point of yourself where you're starting a whole new journey to learn even more about yourself. And that journey could be a cruise on a boat eating pizza. I don't know. I don't know, Capricorn. I really don't know. And I really, when I heard that, I was like, I don't know if I want to say anything. But I did. Spirit told me, so I did. I do listen to Spirit. I'm just his tool. I'm his little vessel to send the message, and that's what I do. All right, so this is about love, relationships, and connections. So it's love, but it doesn't have to just be love. Well, okay, yeah, it is. Okay. It could be about your emotional maturity, too, here. So you could be dealing with a water sign, like I said here. But here's the thing. If you're dealing with a water sign, either they're younger than you or they may be a little immature or have a young energy. But as time goes on, and I know this may sound a little, I don't know, weird, but if you are dealing with somebody, or maybe it's just new love. This could just be a new love, and as it goes on, it matures. But because the Page of Cups is kind of fickle in love a lot of times. And one day they're in love, the next day they're not, that kind of thing. But as the Empress, like I said, with that motherly love, maybe you've taught them that, and they could be older but just young energy. Maybe they've just never matured or had a mature relationship. And with you, it may be different for them. So maybe by being with you, you're teaching them how to be in a mature relationship indirectly. And they're learning a lot from you. So by the time, maybe the end of June or within June, your relationship goes to a whole different mature level. And that person is now, you're eye to eye with that person. You're even. It's like you're on the same page. And they're a very loving and devoted person to you. And very loyal. The Page isn't as loyal as they could be. I'm not saying they can't be, but like I said, they're fickle. The King of Cups is very mature in love. And if it's not somebody, then this is you. You've matured. Maybe this is your energy right now, because this is the self. And maybe you've been a little fickle in love. If you're going to, maybe immature in love. I don't know how you could define that, but just a little fickle in love where maybe you just haven't met the right person. And you thought it was, and then you're like, nah, this isn't it. I'm just saying. It doesn't have to be that, but it could be. Again, take it as it resonates. But with the King of Cups, this, as far as your love relationships go, is something, if you're involved with someone or met somebody or thinking about it, could be a very good thing. All right? You can have a great connection, a very good, solid, caring connection between the two of you. Personal growth. This came up also in the collective. It's interesting. Repeat energies. Page of Cups, Empress, and the Hangman, I believe. Maybe even Temperance, I'm not sure. I think so. Taking personal growth, taking a time out from I heard the humdrum of everyday life. Now, I know Capricorns, earth signs in general, but Capricorns are hard workers. And sometimes, so much that work becomes a main focus. And I know Capricorns like to be independent and self-sufficient, and work is important to them, or accomplishing things is important to them, family is important to them. But sometimes, and that may not even be it, think of something else in your life, it's something else that may be lacking, so to speak, that's taking over a portion of your life. And this is a time to take a time out and really think about. To not do a whole lot of it. It's okay to not always be doing something. Sometimes we need just time to take a time out, breathe, recharge, think about things, and nurture ourselves so we can emerge healthier and stronger than, because sometimes you can wear yourself out. And you're seeing things from a different perspective. So if you take that time out, you're going to see maybe this relationship or things in your life in a different perspective. Because I'm telling you, there are good things that are showing here. So for the month of June, or whenever you're watching this, these next 30 days, is going to be, I'm hearing some abundance here. Emotionally, well, in all aspects here, but emotionally, personally, this is very much emotional, feminine energy, healing, and just being in touch with your feelings and your well-being in general. All right? So career, finances, and or health. Oh, well, look at that. See? Everything's fine in that aspect. Your health is good. You're feeling good. Things are going good. So I feel that in your career, I feel that your job is secure. You're happy in your job. At least some of you. And your health, you're feeling good. In fact, you're feeling so good right now that you feel like your child. Maybe this person is youthful and has made you feel even more youthful, you know? Sometimes opposites attract. So if it's somebody younger or somebody young-minded, and sometimes you can get bogged down in work or being a little too serious, sometimes you even each other out. You teach them how to be a little bit more grounded, and they teach you how to be a little more fun-loving, if that makes sense. Excuse me. So your advice is the King of Swords. There are some strong decisions you need to make in your life, some certain things that you have to be, you have to put the emotions aside. Even though I'm telling you to get in touch with your emotions here, and that's an important part. But there's a decision that's going to come. And your advice is to just be as upfront and direct about it as possible. There's something that you need to communicate to someone, or information you need to pass on, something you may need to remove from your life, and regardless of what storms they may cause, who may not be happy with that decision. Again, as I said in a previous reading, I think the Sagittarius, it's your life, your decision. But the King of Wands is saying it's a decision that needs to be made based on logic and analyzing something in a way that isn't emotion based. So even though we're having you get in touch with your emotions here, that particular decision needs to be made. I'm just looking at I'm going to clarify the Two of Swords, because I feel like it has to do something with the Two of Swords. There's something that you're not seeing, a decision that you're not seeing, that with all of this work, you're missing one small detail. I mean, there's something that's going on that is not making this a completely smooth ride. So you need to take a time out and figure out what that might be, and then make a decision on that. And that may be a more, there we go. May have to do with family. The Ten of Pentacles. There's something that doesn't fit in this pretty picture in your life. And I don't know who that resonates for, but those Capricorns are going to know what I'm talking about. There's something that's not fitting in your life. You can have a happy home life with your husband, your partner. I'm going to say husband, wife, partner, your other significant other, and maybe you're not even married. You could be living with people. You may have children. Maybe there's a grandparent involved, and there's a dog, and there's just all kinds of things going on here. It's a happy home life. You have finances. You're happy. You're content, but there's something that's not. There's something that's in there that's not being dealt with, that you're not seeing, and that's why it's saying follow your intuition. There may be a gut feeling you have and you're ignoring it. And there's something that has to be taken care of, and in a very diplomatic but straightforward manner. And it could be that this family life, something may not be as happy as it seems, or it may, whatever it is, may come up later in time and create a rift or a crack in this foundation of this beautiful, stable family life. I don't know what that is. There's the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a pivotal point here. Something is changing in your life, Capricorn. It was destined to happen. Again, with this Four of Wands, which is, again, a divinely constructed. There's that tower underneath it. That's telling me, Capricorn, something's changing. There's a pivotal point that's changing that has to do with this Two of Swords and this King of Swords, whatever that may be. And it's a pivotal point. There's a lesson to be learned here. But what may look like a fun carnival and everything, I am hearing that what it looks like on the surface isn't really what it is, and eventually something's going to fall apart if this isn't handled. If this is handled in a direct way and a decision is made and you see it for what it is, or you focus on what your internal self is telling you and listen to that, then you may get an idea of what it is and you find that truth and then move forward. And then at that point, you can either communicate something or orchestrate something that will reinforce that relationship. And it's a heavy burden, the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is the end of something. All right, so I'm going to do, where are we here? I'm going to do the Hanged Man really fast. What is the Hanged Man about? Try not to keep these too long unless the messages don't come through. This is pretty straightforward, though, the Hanged Man. Thank you all, Capricorn, for being here. I love you all. Again, smash that like button for me if you would. Subscribe and join the tribe. I would love to have you. Check out that collective reading and possibly the moon reading coming up. All right, with the Hanged Man, you have, first of all, you have choices. You have a decision to make, but you have to make a choice. And take some time to think about it, but don't take too long because something may happen that may cause that Tower moment. So what I'm hearing is there's a decision that needs to be made. Everything else in your life is going pretty good. Right now it's going pretty good. But there's something, it's almost like the skeleton in the closet or the elephant in the room. It's something that nobody wants to talk about or deal with, whether that's you or someone else. And then underneath that is the Star, which is a very positive card. It's a healing card, a wish fulfillment card. It's an Aquarius card if you're dealing with an Aquarius. Could be dealing with an air sign too, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's something, I see the Star as a guiding light. There's something that's guiding you in your life, and even step outside and look at the stars and ask for help if you need be. That's guiding you to make this decision. And I just don't know. I don't know what to do. It's time to make that decision. So that's what this Hanged Man is taking a moment to think about it, and then trying to come up with some enlightened decision. Yeah, and by not making this decision, you're keeping yourself trapped in some sort of situation. You're not actually trapped in there. You just think you are. And that's by not making a decision. Staying defensive. King of Swords, really fast, please, spirits. Okay. Well, we got 3 cards here. King of Swords, 2 of Wands. Again, choose which way you want to go, because this person is up. It's a very thin line here, Capricorn. There's a decision that has to be made, and this person is on a tightrope. I mean, they are on like a piece of dental floss there. And if they don't choose a side soon, they're going to fall right, only on one leg. They're going to fall down, and it's going to be disastrous. It's not going to be good. All right, if this person falls. So it's time to make which way do you want to go. You don't want to stay in the middle of that tightrope. Get some information if you need to with the Page of Swords. You can do a little investigation to see if you can get some information on maybe the decision you're trying to make. The Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady wins the race, but what I'm hearing here is you can take your time on a decision, but don't dwell on that, because if you don't, that Tower moment is going to happen. And the King of Swords is just going to say, I told you. Justice card, Libra card. Find that truth. Make that decision. I say this is a judge and jury. You are the one that has to make this decision, Capricorn. Okay? And I think you may know, if I'm talking about this, for some of you, what this actually is. But in the long run, by making that decision, it balances everything out. And then you go through this to this happiness that you could have if you just make that one decision. It's all about one decision, Capricorn. It's all about one decision. And it's like I said, it's like the skeleton in the closet or the elephant in the room. There's one thing here, that there's all this stuff going on and all this good stuff, but there's this one thing. Like maybe it's a family secret or something. I don't know. But it feels pretty heavy compared to the rest of the energy. Well, Capricorn, that's where I'm going to leave it here. Thank you. I hope this helped in some way, for some of you at least. Thank you for joining. Again, smash that like button. Subscribe and join the tribe if you haven't already. Would appreciate you being here. And I will see you in the next one. Join us for the moon reading. The new moon reading's coming, so join us for that. I'll see you. Peace out, Capricorn.